So today is January 24th, and it's about 60, maybe 60 degrees outside, 60 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm pretty cold. Thought I was about to get a head cold. Again, I've had this issue where I get head colds like every single month on the dot, and it's been happening for about 14 months now. So yeah, I expected that as of last night, but I feel okay. Anyway, I say that because I am very tired of feeling like I can't gain any weight. And it's not the actual weight or the number that's the problem. When I was in high school, I weighed about 112 pounds. And granted, I was sedentary the majority of the time because we sat in school and then, you just played sports. But like I felt pretty good. I mean, I had a lot of energy. I was able to, run around and be athletic and do all kinds of stuff. And, once I got out of high school, I started to lift weights and I felt really good for a couple of years. But then some life stresses put me into some pretty intense anxiety for a number of years. And I had a really hard time getting my weight up. I stayed around 104, 105. Anyway, I'll explain all of the other stuff later, but long story short, it's now about 5 years after that point, and I still only weigh about 107 pounds. So today is going to be the start of being serious about trying to gain some weight, trying to eat enough, trying to change my lifestyle in order to be able to gain weight, to be able to have enough energy to get through the day and all that fun stuff. And I guess it's time to walk the walk. I know that most of my clients are not trying to gain weight, but if I'm going to advocate being healthy, then here's to being healthy. So I am headed out for the day. I have been helping with some political work on local politics work on Fridays, so not really working. But the downside of that is I don't really have a good way to get in food because I'm on my feet for a number of hours, and it's a little bit busy. So gonna kind of have to catch up on calories later on today. I brought a protein coffee with me. It's just like regular coffee. It was probably like 3/4 of a cup of milk, maybe half a cup of milk. Some protein powder. I actually threw in a teaspoon of PB2 also, mostly for the flavor because it's not that much protein if it's only a teaspoon, and some cinnamon and sugar, and it tastes really, really good, so you should try it. But that's gonna tide me over for a little bit, give me a tiny bit of caffeine. That is one of the things I'm trying to work on, is taking in a little bit less caffeine, and I'll touch on that some more later. So off to the day we go. Today is Saturday. Just got done with a fit camp thing I ran this morning with another trainer, and trying to be more consistent with workouts. I'm actually doing a body space workout, but finishing up. So I'm headed into town to get groceries. Normally I do Walmart pickup, but had a lot of things going on this weekend. And yeah, we are also on kind of a tight budget right now. So I'm going to be trying to stick with just like large quantities of meat and then local vegetables and all that kind of stuff. The beauty of where we live is we get a lot of local meats and fruits and vegetables and all that kind of stuff, and it keeps costs down, so we can get quite a lot for not a lot of money. But I normally have a list, and today I don't really have a list. I'm gonna go see what's on sale and go from there. So for $46, I got eggs, bacon, beef liver. We'll see how the beef liver goes. Haven't had that in a long time. Some kind of chopped chuck steak or something. Top something steak. Oh gosh, I gotta look at the name again. I got some weird stuff so that I can experiment with it. I also got split breast and boneless, skinless chicken breast. And then some ears of corn, blueberries, strawberries, a head of lettuce, and some other miscellaneous things. So, woohoo! Also had to run to the dollar store and get some milk and other miscellaneous things because I'm like particular about what brand of milk we get. And also, our dollar store in our city actually has the cheapest milk in like the whole southern half of our county. So, yes, I am ultra cheapo. Anyway, milk, and I splurged and got some bagged popcorn and some fried chicken strips and stuff. Anyways, yep. So it's top blade steak, chopped sirloin, and look at that beef liver. That thing is dark. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with that yet, but we'll see how this goes. So we're doing salads this week because my husband has a hard time, getting enough high volume foods, and I have a problem with having too many. So making some salads, and I've got 7 containers here. So I'm gonna make 7 salads because we make food for 1 full week at a time. So I try to make all of our meals a week in advance, and I'm making 7 because I have 7 containers. So that's how that's gonna go. So at work right now, the past couple days, my husband and I have actually been eating that liver stroganoff, which sounds horrible, and honestly, it wasn't the best tasting thing in the world, but we've actually felt really good. Like yesterday, we ate it on Sunday night, and yesterday was Monday. We felt pretty good all day, and then we ate it again last night. He ate it for 2 meals, but so far I actually feel pretty good today so far. It's like only 10 a.m., but normally I'm kind of dragging a little bit on Tuesdays, which I will admit I did have a really hard time waking up this morning. I think I'm getting another head cold, but besides that, I like energy levels, my body feels really, really good. So earlier last year, because I've been getting sick so often, and because I've had trouble with like recovery and things like that, I thought, okay, well maybe I need an iron supplement. Maybe I have low iron, but I didn't get actually any tests done to determine if that was the case. I was just like, oh, let me just get an iron supplement from Walmart and just follow the instructions. Well, the problem with that is that when you get an iron supplement, it's dosed in like 60 milligrams a piece. And, I started taking it, and at first it was okay, but then I was like getting some weird stomach pain, and it was obvious that I was like passing the majority of the iron. It wasn't staying in my body. And it kind of got a little bit worse. I started to get some other symptoms, like, I don't know, stuff that, this is gastrointestinal distress and some pain in my kidney area. It was really odd. So I was like, all right, well, let me just have these pills and just take like half at a time. And that still seemed like it was too much. You know, my main judgment was, if I'm passing the majority of the supplement, there's no reason to take so much of it. So I'll just take less of it. I was taking half every day. That still seemed to be too much. So then I started to take half every other day. That was still too much. So I was like, all right, what's going on? Because the pain was getting worse in my kidneys and stuff. So I looked it up, and apparently for an active menstruating woman, you only need about 18 milligrams of iron a day. And I was taking a 60 milligram a day supplement, and you can actually get iron poisoning, I guess, pretty easily. So I went ahead and cut that out real quick and in a hurry. But the other thing I did is that later last year, I actually got some blood work done. So I actually went, I went to, through Life Extension, and I got their, I think it's a weight loss panel, even though I'm not trying to lose weight. It was a pretty comprehensive panel, and I paid for it myself. It wasn't covered by insurance. I just paid through Life Extension. They sent me the orders, and then I went over to LabCorp, and they ran the test. Within a week, I had the test back, and got all my numbers. Everything was perfect. I mean, this was like right after having a head cold, right at the right time, before menstruating, all this stuff, no problems. So didn't really answer the question as to why I was getting sick all the time, didn't really answer the question as to why I'm always tired, but at least it did tell me that I don't really need an iron supplement necessarily. But I will say that liver is supposed to be higher in, like, I thought like vitamin A, vitamin B, and like iron on that. I did not look that up before I made this video. They'll still quote me on that, but I believe whenever you're lower on iron, they usually tell you to eat extra liver or something that's high in iron. So I don't know. I feel really good today. I'm not going to eat liver again this week because we ran out, and I'm not exactly stoked on it. But I feel pretty good so far. So yeah, other than like the tiredness from the head cold, but yeah. My husband's mother is Japanese, and she makes homemade mochi, and usually she makes powdered walnuts with sugar in them, but this is a pretty good substitute. Might add sugar next time, but it's pretty good. So it is Thursday, and I'm gonna try to put this video together today. Gosh, I look like a freaking mess. I've been fighting off a head cold all week, and you can see dry, cracked lips. I live in Florida, and I'm used to like humid weather, so this dry stuff that we have going on right now is like ridiculous. Anyway, I have done an okay job at like trying to eat some, most of the foods that we made. I've had a hard time with the volume this week, not getting in enough food. You know, everything tasted really good, which was great. You know, even the freaking liver, which was like kind of weird, it was better than eating liver and onions, I guess. But overall, like I didn't feel that bad. My joints haven't really hurt or anything, despite the fact that like I have this on like some weird mild cold. Like I have some symptoms from that, but I haven't had anything like I have over the past couple months where I just feel really awful. So hopefully that continues, but I will do this again soon, filming a bunch of different things, and hopefully next time I'll be able to eat everything and then give a more detailed report as to how I feel or whatever. Anyway, thanks for watching.